Meditation is art of training and purifying the mind. In Buddhist tradition, meditation is one of the core practices to actually develop the mind, to develop the concentration of the mind, and to calm down the mind, to quieten the mind. And then the second stage of the meditation is to purify the mind of all the impurities. So in brief, meditation is actually training the mind to focus the mind, and then to purify the mind. So that is what meditation is all about. Well, I started meditation when I was 14 years old. And initially, meditation was quite strange because I always felt like people sitting down, crossed legs, closed eyes, and I'm thinking, where does this person just disappear into somewhere in heaven or somewhere? And that's how I began meditation. But over the years of like 10 years being in a traditional Buddhist monastery, I learned to meditate, to develop the concentration of the mind slowly. And when I was in college, I remember I took very extreme meditation practices, like sitting in a cave like for hours and hours doing crazy stuff and things like that. And that meditation, through that practice, I realized that I should be meditating in a middle way approach, not going into extreme meditation practice. And then after that, I changed my style of practice and took a much more moderate way of meditating. And then I went to Burma, studied for about 3 years, meditated in various centers, under many teachers, and had a wonderful experience. I could see how through this practice of meditation, how I changed my mind, how my attitude changed, how my personality changed, and my taste of living changed completely. And today, what I'm trying to do is actually give that taste or share that taste of living to all other people. So that's what I'm doing today, or trying to do today. I remember coming back to Ladakh in 2004 from Burma after an intensive study of Buddhist meditation and Buddhist psychology. I came to Ladakh thinking that I'll share all my experiences with the people here. But then I suddenly realized that here people are so much into faith and devotions, rites, rituals, and also the tradition here is that teachings are given by high lamas or rinpoches. Teachings are not given by lay people like me. And then I found it a little difficult actually to teach because people were not willing to accept a lay teacher. So then I started teaching the Westerners because it was very easy to teach Westerners because they could relate to. They didn't mind whether I was a monk or not monk. It doesn't matter to them as long as I give them the teachings. So then I changed the name of my house from what we have, our traditional name Sinhala, to Dhamma House. And since then I've been running courses for Westerners from all over the world. Since 2004 until today, we have had people from about 25 countries who came and meditated with me. And I've seen people who come from the Western world come with a lot of frustration, with a lot of stress, with a lot of depression. And when they come and stay with me for like 3 days to 4 days or to 10 days meditation practice, I see they completely transform their life. And then in 2008, I remember, we started the International Fellowship of Buddhist Youth Ladakh, actually to teach meditation and basic Buddhism to the locals. And since then, we've been very successful. And our target audience are the young people who actually have no clue of what Buddhist teaching is all about. So we started with a very small, like camps, summer camps, and then Dhamma classes and meditation classes. And then the response has been overwhelming over the years. And today, we have so many young people who are college or university students who have highly benefited from this meditation practice. From my personal experience of teaching the locals, I discovered that many young people in Ladakh are as depressed as any Westerners are, as frustrated, as stressed up like any Westerners are. There's no difference between the local Ladakhis and the Westerners today in terms of all these psychological problems. So over the years, from my experience, a lot of young people came out of depression, from stress, and they realized the value of life, the meaning of life. And today there are many of them who are actually really enjoying living a beautiful, meaningful, practical life. We have to make a living. We have to have a livelihood to survive. But livelihood should not become the life per se. It should only be a means to a living. But the life's top priority should actually be to go deeper, to understand who you are. What is your real purpose in life? Is it just to get a job, get married, have few children, and then just die? If that is the only purpose of our life, then I think it's a waste of this precious human life. If we are to make best use of this human life, think deeply about the real purpose. Why am I here? What is my mission in life? What is my goal in life? Think about this, practice meditation, develop your mind, go out into the world and throw yourself into the ocean of compassion and love. And then you will feel the real use of your life for the benefit of all sentient beings. That's my